rust in my teeth, badge on my chest, Spacer's choice memos still flicker their lies from your desk. You left your notes in the lab, you left your guilt in the stars.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's stream. Hope you had a good day today, as the Flyers are tied with the Golden Knights 1-1 at the end of the second period. Somewhere, Stryker is very, very much rooting for the Golden Knights this evening. Oh, boy. But anyway, I hope everybody had a good day today. I had an all right day. I don't know what that's... Let's just bring that in a little bit. Let's see. My day. Well, I got that Metal Gear Solid story written. Turned out kind of okay for what it was. Not a long story, about less than 2,500 words. Mainly because there was not really much I could have done with the character of Eva and Snake, because it was specifically supposed to be based around the ending of that game. There's just not a lot there, unless I was going to literally lift every bit of dialogue from when she ditches him in the story, like all that like closing exposition and stuff. But what you gonna do? Work was okay. Unfortunately, very very long study. The assignment that we got is a very very long questionnaire that takes about 20 to 30 minutes to get through, depending on the respondents, and so forth, that we how much issues that they've had with their particular water company. I wish I could convey outright to the fine folks of a particular water company that serves Connecticut, New Hampshire, and parts of New Hampshire and Massachusetts, regarding the length of their studies, of the information that they want, and how much of it will be truly be relevant. Um, but at, at at the same time, I was overproduction, so take that for what it is. Gotta take the good with the bad. Let's see. Anything else of note? No, I basically avoided the news all day today. It is Martin Luther King Day today. Too bad that everything that he fought for is basically endangered by Donald Trump. So there's that. Make of that what you will. Also, my dad kind of pissed me off today too. Sent me a email with another one, because my dad is, he's 70 years old, and I gotta remember why I only really go out of my way to talk to him only on like specific days. Like I will go out of my way to call him outright, is if something arrives in the mail that he sends me. I mean, talk about actual physical mail. Father's Day, his birthday, maybe Christmas and New Year's. Other than that, I don't go out of my way to speak to him. Because he's at that point where it's like, you want to see where he basically falls in line with an ideology that is just totally opposite of mine, and it's basically apparent from all folks of his generation. Because think about this: since 1992, United States has had a president, with the exception of Barack Obama. Every president since 1992, since Bill Clinton, his first term, was like born in like the 1940s. So that is essentially the mindset of Trump, Biden, because Biden is older than Trump, George H. George W. Bush, and Bill Clinton, all from that same generation. And I hate to say it, but and actually no, I don't mind saying it. It is very disturbing, and it's like you're kind of hoping that we will have that in 2028 we would have like people running that was actually from a younger generation, because I really feel like we don't really want like we don't want a Gen X president, Generation X, because they're basically they basically have the same ideologies as the baby boomer. And even I count as a bit as an older millennial. I'm in my early 40s. Technically I am in the group was like as a bare minimum of being able to run for president of the United States. I meet that bare minimum requirement in terms of age. Like it's so take that for what it's worth, folks. Let's get that campaign going. The fat man from New Jersey for president. Because you know what? I couldn't fuck up the world, fuck up this country nearly as bad as the people from older generations have. Also, it is freaking cold too. It's like 28 degrees outside. I don't even want to think about. Well, actually, it's cold in here too. Hence why I got the N7. I got the N7 hoodie on again. Like you know it's cold when I have this on or I got the Snuggie already on. There is no in between. Anyway, tonight we got the Outer Worlds. Continuing our journey with that, specifically the Peril on Gorgon DLC. That is, I think, tonight. And of course, last night we had a. Well, we are basically in the back end of little back end of Persona 5, which we should be wrapping up on Friday. Hey, Striker, I'll be you. What do you mean, no? Wait. Hero and Gorgon is recommended for players level 25 or higher, while Murder on Iridon is recommended for players level 30 or higher. How the hell you figure that out? Because I did them in reverse. It's tied. Yes, I know it's tied. And I came on. I acknowledged that the score was tied, and I said that somewhere that you are rooting for the Knights. Did I make that? I didn't. Thank you, Striker. Before I can even do anything, we pick up. So cold, I never have to put that thing in the fridge.
Wait, this is a Spacer's Choice office? Something's definitely off.
Oops. All right. The indie thing. There he is. Hey, Iceman. There he is. Looks so much like Bioshock. That indie thing he sent me. Yeah, it's like, why would anybody want to make that of what you sent me, Iceman? How you doing? Hopefully you had having a good day today. Nice. And Striker, that thing you sent me, like somebody wanted like the next Indiana Jones game to have like the opening of the Temple of Doom to be like included. It's like, number one, what made the use of the opening of Raiders of the Lost Ark work for and how it was used was because it was essentially used as a tutorial. You can't use the opening of Raiders of the of Temple of Doom for a tutorial. And what up, Iceman? It's cool to get it for the first movie for the game, but why do we need to do it again? Again, as a direct reference? Oh, this place has a... Oh, wait, no. Fuck no, I'm tired of shoveling. It's supposed to be snowing in between -15 and -30 for the next 10 days. How's everyone else? But, well, number one, we got that too. Or at least in terms of the temperatures being like below freezing. And we did have snow as well. Not as much snow, but Striker over there. What snow? What's that? Oh, some of the Bills fired the coach. Yes, and also condolences to Iceman on the Buffalo Bills rough weekend. So cold that when I shoveled today, I went to the shovel it about 30 minutes later, and it was frozen in the driveway. That's damn cold.
One for Edgewater. Oh, it's just Saltuna. Come on, we got a volcano too.
They really think Adrena time does all that?
Cut your resting hours in half and double your productivity.
Okay.
Oh, might as well start looting. It was 83 and 33. You won't find many coaches that can do that with a team that was bad for so long. Hey, you're not wrong. Of course, I'm looking at it from the perspective of like the because what the Eagles fired Andy Reid, and it's like, oh yeah, he had all those wins, all those great winning seasons, and so forth. Yet, what was really accomplished? You're not a damn thing. All right, I think we're heading up the stairs. Hi there. Haha. Well, he looks friendly.
Huh?
Get past that armor! That's the last of them.
As for Snow and LA Shrek, I would assume the Angels had the office quite familiar with what they were to buy based on the way they act. I get the reference and the implications. We taking the Fallout approach to looking at those computer streams. Like, okay, what can we interact with?
Watch a pro at work. You got it, Captain, just like that. No hard feelings, okay?
We shot him and bopped him on the head.
Guess you get what you pay for with Spacer's Choice guards, too.
I hope their passing was swift.
How about the Golden Knights? How they keep on winning?
Don't mess with us.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Go.
Well, the pieces, you say?
We made it.
You think it's gonna show him this weapon? No, I wouldn't do that. That's goalies just doing what they need to do. I mean, think about it. What's the second hard goalie? Being a hockey goalie and being a major league catcher. The big question is, which one is truly tough? One is you're squatting down in 100-degree weather for most of the season. The other, you got to be on skates. You still have things coming at you like at 100 miles per hour.
This is a new feeling. Pride in someone else. Unfortunately, it's overshadowed by all this unyielding rage!
Bonk.
Sorry.
Yes. All that pride. Pride in someone else followed by unyielding rage. Okay, word. Okay, so before up. Well, SpongeBob Bobrovsky tried to be tough, but lost my respect by not taking his own helmet off until they were already grappling in their fights just now. Do I think there will be another Ghostbusters film? Yes, I do. Should it involve a major involvement of the original cast? Probably not. All you really need is Aykroyd for the most part. Yeah, it takes time. Like they got those two. They got the Frozen Empire out in a reasonable short amount of time. It did okay in theaters.
Oh, wow. I think this screen's taller than my entire shop back home.
Panthers goalie fought the Sharks goalie is what I'm getting at. Let's see the goalies fighting all these days. Well, not unless the teams truly hate each other. You got one goalie choosing to go all the way down to the opposite end of the ice. Like in 2 years and 4 months from the one before it. All right. We're heading on up.
About your test subjects, I assume you're trying new formulations on humans, correct? Where do they come from, Dr. Ambrose? They come from Tartarus, don't they?
They do.
Why the reluctance? Providing...
All right. Got two of those. Okay. Oh, there's that. You never seen Ghostbusters as an adult? Don't count seeing it when I was like 5 and can't remember. But Iceman, have you seen this movie called Top Gun?
I see you now. It's nothing personal, I swear.
You're not familiar with it. I don't know. I think you might like it. I mean, based on what I've heard, I've never seen it either.
Mess with us. You got one, Cap?
Might need a wingman. Nope. Yeah. All I truly know about it is apparently a pheasant doesn't quite make it. Some type of waterfowl. Dante's son thought that Iceman in the X-Men game they were playing was me and told Dante it was good that he was gaming with me. Thought that was very, very sweet and funny. Yeah, you know what? That's not just sweet and funny. That's just awesome that when it's associated. When you think Iceman, you don't think Bobby. You think Ian. You think the Canadian.
There are the last of him.
Halt. Sweeping the
Take
air.
your best shot, asshole. It's just pissing him off. Don't mess with us.
Picking up all this. At this point, I don't really need the resources. My weapons are solid. I upgrade them. Do a little tinkering here and there. Thursday, we get more info on the Xbox games this year. Yeah, we do. Maybe there'll be something there that catches my eye.
No one with an honest job has an office this nice.
game like is a Gargoyles game like Batman, Arkham City, but play as Goliath? I'll play as any of them.
I knew I heard a little weasel sniffing about. You'd best go back the way you came. There's nothing for you here.
There's nothing for me here? Thanatos, baby! Or Demona? Brooklyn? Bronx? Lexington? Hudson? Eliza, was it Eliza Maza? Who am I forgetting? As the Flyers get a goal. If you're about to issue me a dire warning, you can eat it.
I understand that you think yourself a big hero.
I am a big
You've got
hero.
A big, important job.
Yes.
The last one did too. But you've grossly misapprehended the situation here. This place is a graveyard. All that was done here should be forgotten and left to rot.
They got more mystical in the later seasons. Yeah, they kind of ran out of ideas for it, like to keep it grounded in New York. Huck was the elf dude, or something to that effect. Yeah, you're hiding something. I'll find it out.
Gorgon is the birthplace of marauders. We created them here, in this very facility. They are our misbegotten children, born of hubris and vanity.
That don't make any sense. How could marauders get to Edgewater from all the way out here?
But marauders are just mindless lunatics, right?
Yes.
There can't be more to it than that.
They hold no fondness for trespassers. I've placed the facility under emergency.
Let's go on this
lockdown to
boat
keep
and
them
go
safe.
through time.
Let the marauders die in peace, or I will make certain that you die with them.
Oh, looks like there's more to this job than I thought.
Marauders have caused almost as much death and destruction as factory accidents. If whoever that
Yeah,
was,
the SNES game is available on Xbox. Iceman, you're right on
My
that.
friends and neighbors became marauders, Captain. They hurt a lot of folks, and Edgewater still ain't the same. If this place caused that, I want to know.
Whatever sequence appeared here, we'll root them out. Huh. Medium of like TMNT or yeah, that could work. Ah. We're going up.
Think this comms tower is going to lead us to someone with answers, or more warnings and riddles?
I sure hope that spooky person on the screen ain't waiting for us. I'm about ready to jump out of my skin as it is.
I'm hoping this leads us to
Or
someone.
Disney
we can talk
can
to
be
face
really
to
cool and
face,
have a Darkwing
or
Duck
punch
game like
if it comes
Arkham.
to that.
Turtles in Times, but Gargoyles in Time. You know what? A Darkwing Duck game like the Arkham games would actually work really well. So Saint Canard is basically just Arkham anyway, just with like a whole lot of water surrounding it. Indeed. Okay, so I there. There's the other one. There. We're walking this way. No, I keep forgetting about that Batman game, mainly because at some point this year I'm going to be playing Arkham City. So it's like mentioned, I got to get around to doing like Lego Batman 3. This planet is so, well, it's an asteroid, but you need to find a way down, and I'm not about to take fall damage. Well, at least we find an elevator. This place is I can appreciate the fact that this place is all rusty and like everything is broken down, but seriously, dude. Bring this back over here.
Any luck tracking down that llama? Technically, it's the package I'm after, but you get what I mean.
Yes, did we find a llama? Found this sitting by a llama-shaped rock.
That's it! Oh, I can't wait to rub this in my dumb captain's face.
Listen quietly.
What's all this talk about?
We got the package. And guess what? It was where I said it would be. And this fossil? It's not a llama. Not a llama at all.
It's not a llama?
I believe I owe you an apology, First Mate.
Yeah, you do.
It's true. I wouldn't know an alpaca from a raptidon, and as a captain, that's a mark against my good name. Can you ever forgive me?
Llama.
Llama?
I don't know what to say.
I'll start. Thank you, stranger.
Maybe you should listen to your crew from now on.
I think you're right. What is a crew if not people who can remedy a captain's flaws now and then?
Well, what's a family for if not pointing out your flaws?
Exactly.
A good crew's like family, always there to help.
Well, thanks, Captain. What say we head over to the Sprat Shack and I'll buy the first round, just to show there's no hard feelings.
Llama?
Here's my cut. I'd say you've earned it. And here's a little something extra for your time.
Pleasure was mine.
Be seeing you, and thanks again.
Llama?
So much llamas. Sea of Thieves has been out for 8 years. Ready? I know I played it when it launched on P. Yeah, 2018. So it's like, I don't know why. It just seems like it's been a shorter time than that.
Always overconfident in himself. But us? We got this, whatever it is.
You think this place we're headed will tell us more about Gorgon? I wonder what they got up to here.
Yeah. We go down the elevator. Oh, I thought that was like an actual person to talk to, not just a nameless bar Patreon.
You find anything out there, you let me know. I'm ready to get off this rock.
I found your husband's flask.
That's it, all right. Law. Still smells like his whiskey, his cigarettes, and that awful cologne he bathed in every morning. Here. I saved up for this just in case I needed to go out into the ruins myself. Truth be told, I'm glad I never had to use it. You didn't happen to find anything else out there, did you?
Found a journal. He went mad after the excavation, became a marauder.
A marauder? You're telling me he's been alive all this time? Don't tell me that's the end of it. Was there anything else?
Avoided. There's simply no way of knowing where he is now.
You're right. My Jerome deserved better. But deserving isn't the same as getting in this rotten colony. Jerome got me out of Gorgon. I can honor his memory by staying out. Time to hit the dusty trail. Be seeing you, stranger.
Give him a nod.
I was expecting that to go a lot worse, but I usually avoid the hard conversations.
I think you did the right thing, Captain, but I hope she doesn't try to go after him.
Well, with our luck, we'll run into him. Back to the stairwell. So many little critters around too. Like you just hear them going, gnashing in the background. Do we really need to know what the inside of one of these theaters look like? I don't think so. That one. See if we can get the other one first.
Here we go! Anyone else?
We just put their life into pieces.
A lot of the equipment here is still in good shape.
It was their
Maybe
last
they'll miss
resort.
Edgewater.
Why do I have a feeling we're not gonna like what's in there?
We're in my sight!
Don't mess with us.
Boom! I got him! That was...
Here goes nothing!
Who's ready for more?
All right, so I know at some point we're going to have to go in there as part of the main quest line, so I'd rather not jump in there just yet. At the very least, making sure we have the fast travel points. Marked off. Actually, would be helpful. We need.
You can regret it. My kind of action. Not bad, huh?
The companion actions, the fact that they're so quick triggered. Actually, that's actually a mechanic I absolutely dig about this game. So bubbling. So.
Don't mess with us.
Alrighty. Where are we going? This one's out in the open. That would be helpful. Either way, we're either going to get a fast travel point or... That's sealed. So HIA facility. All right. So at the very least, we kind of have an idea of where we need to go for these on the side quest. All right, so going to the Musgrave collections. Is that in relation to? One is taking off. One is taking off soft planet. So might as well come back over here. Get the thing. Require HIA pass to unlock. So, any of you people have an HIA pass. Alright, so we gotta head to Byzantium anyway. Alright, so we gotta go off this place and come back, I'm guessing.
Captain, transmission request from Ambrose Manor.
Guess that Minnie wants an update. Patch her through.
Captain, imagine my surprise when I saw the Unreliable leaving Gorgon with so much urgency and purpose. Tell me you found Mother's journal. I'm positively dying for good news.
Someone wanted me to stay away from Gorgon and lock the place down.
Someone? You mean someone still has access to the facility?
Yep, someone is.
After all this time. Who was it?
We didn't have a chance to exchange pleasantries.
Drat. Make sure you have eyes on the back of your head. I doubt we've seen the last of this human vexation. If I know Spacer's choice, getting past the lockdown will be more complicated than just hitting a big red button. You'll need authorization and layers of it.
You're familiar with Gorgon's old research staff?
I seem to recall that Mother worked closely with Gorgon's R&D personnel, but not close enough to invite them over for dinner and cocktails, if you get my meaning. By now, they'll have moved on with their lives. If only I could do the same.
Did you know that Gorgon was developing adrenatime?
I knew Mother was involved with some important chemical trials, but I had no idea her pet project was adrenatime. Adrenatime is a working man's stimulant, like a caffeinoid.
But much
Very
worse.
Popular at launch, though the marketing quieted down over time.
Beware, adrenatime could create marauders.
What? No. I mean, there's some very morbid wording in the fine print, but I had no idea adrenatime could make marauders out of people. That's it. That must be it. Spacer's Choice is keeping their dirty little secret about adrenatime off the record. We have to find Mother's journal. If we don't, then Spacer's Choice gets away with murder. I only hope we aren't too late.
How will Spacer's Choice risk everything for a stimulant?
Adrenatime was touted as the working man's best friend. A drug that boosted productivity with no adverse effects.
Lies!
The promise of adrenatime cannot be overstated. Exhaustion and fatigue were supposed to be obsolete. Workplace accidents would be things of the past. For whatever reason, the drug never lived up to that promise.
Will one drug really do all that?
I don't know. And thanks to Spacer's Choice, we may never find out. I know that I'd like to see a colony where the promise of adrenatime was fulfilled. And I doubt I'm the only one.
Heading back out. You really know your business.
Thank you. I certainly ought to know what I'm doing. I spent years trying to break into pharmaceuticals, professionally speaking. Mother wouldn't hear of it. She didn't think I had the wit to succeed in her line of work. Safe travels. If your leads give you any trouble, be sure and give them some trouble back, yes?
I'll keep that in mind. Be seeing ya.
Ta.
For now. Oh, out of curiosity, do we have any decorations up? Oh, appreciation of even-toed ungulates. Whatever. Put that all in the bin.
I so enjoy watching you sleep for hours on end, Captain. It's quite entertaining the way you drool and whimper.
By Joe's review. Huh.
Are you still tinkering with that?
Who's tinkering with what now? Tyrese?
Gosh, that's clever. Nice and easy.
There's actual music in this elevator. Okay, that'll be a good time for us to recharge. Okay, well. Ooh.
Why can't something exciting happen around here for once?
Nothing wrong with stability. It means everything's running like clockwork.
Well.
Hey, you! Yeah, you! With the million-bit smile? How'd you like to make it worth 10 million?
I like where this is going.
Tell you what, you're gonna like it a whole lot more once we start talking bits. Listen, you got an agent? Some kind of representation?
I consider myself a freelancer.
Fresh, natural talent. I know it when I see it. Listen, you got a real special quality, raw energy. I see you in pictures, kid.
Just tell me what you're offering.
I'm making a feature, Space Pirates of Moros Prime. It's gonna be a hit. But we still need a star. And I think you got the chops.
Not so fast. First, we gotta talk about royalties.
Indeed.
Let's just see where this audition goes, huh? So what do you say? You ready for the chance of a lifetime?
I'm in.
Terrific. We're holding auditions at the studio. Head to Odeon Pictures and take the elevator. You're going all the way to the top, baby.
Antique Leo's energizing ointment. Enjoy 6 cups worth of concentrated caffeine. In every column.
Over there. Over there. This one's close by.
According to local legend, if you walk around the orrery 3 times, your corporate rival will die of a paper cut.
You think I'd get arrested if I climbed up on that to get a look at the gearings?
Nah, probably just shot.
CNP near maple syrup. It's
All right.
complete breakfast.
Once. Twice. 3 times.
Spacer's choice. It's not the best choice. It's the Spacer's choice.
I've always loved
You, with the hips. Over here. Let
Me
take
with
a
the
closer
hips?
Look at you.
Don't speak. Hold that posture for a moment while I admire you. You have a natural contrapposto, my dear.
A contra what?
The way you rest your weight against your hip suggests a certain rugged charisma possessed only by the mighty primal and the well-traveled spacer. Splendid. I love it.
Blended? That's me, rugged and well-traveled.
Ah, Celeste, you've done it again. I knew from the moment I laid eyes on you that I'd found my muse.
Joy to lurk,
I'm
striker.
Celeste Belliker, and you, my dear, are exactly what Byzantium needs.
It's like you read my mind.
Darling, you and that brutish swagger of yours have been on my mind the moment you stepped into my studio. I'm
All of
working
like
on a new
2
line
minutes.
of clothing that will shock this city to its core, and I'd like your help. What do you say, my dear? Care to make history with me?
That sounds like fun.
Marvelous! You and I are gonna wake this city up like a cold splash of wine to the face. What I need is a survey of the outside world. What does the common laborer wear? How do the wild-eyed madmen of Monarch dress themselves? I've heard rumors, but I require samples. Also, I expect you to model for me.
Any excuse to admire my looks. I can't blame you.
Oh, you cad! You'll be the talk of Byzantium once I'm done with you. I'll need you to model for me the following: the apparel of an iconoclast, the armor of a marauder, and a full ensemble of spacer gear, helmet included. And when I say spacer gear, I mean an outfit worn by real spacers, none of that garbage spacer's choice pedals. You have the bearing and demeanor of a born model. You're going to absolutely murder this job.
Need to know more about these outfits.
I expect you'll cut an exquisite figure. What else do you need to know?
Something about an iconoclast outfit.
I've heard rumors of these iconoclasts, half-mad zealots rampaging across the surface of Monarch. You'll have to find your own way into Monarch. I can't help you. Even if I could, I prefer not to interfere with your creative process.
What's so interesting about Marauder gear?
I don't know. I've never seen a marauder. Not in person, anyway. There are always Aetherwade programs, but I want something authentic. Byzantium is long overdue for a change of wardrobe, my dear. Something barbaric, yet elegant.
Where am I supposed to find spacer gear?
If I were an enterprising spacer in need of a wardrobe, I'd probably head to the Groundbreaker.
See what I can do.
Fabulous! I can't wait to see what you dredge up.
An engineer is going on a date and she needs a fine outfit.
You don't gotta be so forward about my reasons, Captain.
Let me get a good look at you. Turn around, please, darling. My word, such muscular shoulders. You're a vision, dear.
Yes, she is.
I am no such thing, ma'am.
Nonsense, you're absolutely lovely. Chin up now. I have just the thing for you. Let me do a back of the envelope calculation. Materials, labor, licensing and copyright. There.
She's an engineer. You think she can afford that? She needs to impress her true love. And you know, I can cover.
Now stand back. Back.
Back?
I'll enter the settings and get these machines spinning. You'll be broke to bespoke in merely an hour.
3 hours later.
And there we are, my darling girl. I wish you a splendiferous evening. And if you don't mind my asking, have you any interest in modeling?
What? Oh, no, ma'am. All them eyes staring at me? I couldn't. No
You totally
way, no
could.
how.
You totally
I just
could.
thinking on it.
I wish you weren't so shy, my Violet. You truly are beautiful. I hope your date sees that as clearly as I.
Can I buy something?
I can't wait to see those outfits. What can I do for you, darling?
Two.
I love Byzantium. Where else are you going to find art, culture, working toilets?
We have found a house of inebriation.
Citizens, today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history. After a deep and thorough examination of our budgets, revenue streams, and predictive models, we are publishing our yearly success report. Profits are soaring, promotions abound. Thanks to your continued hard work, Halcyon is...
Is it me, or could each of these homes fit all of Edgewater inside? Cannery and all.
Coming months, Byzantium will be sure to...
Yeah, this place is a very big location.
There's my parents' place. Smell that? Industrial grade cleaning solvent and desperation.
Well, we have reached Ellie's place.
Marilyn, is that you?
Marilyn? Who the hell is Marilyn?
Certainly didn't expect to see you like this. And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage contract. But we're all full of surprises today, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Speaking of surprises, you should meet my new friend. We've been running around the system for a while now, stirring up all sorts of trouble.
Fancy place, I'd probably be taking a few things with me.
There you go again, Captain. Always menacing polite society. Anyway, you're probably wondering where I've been all this time.
Not exactly.
What do you mean, not exactly?
The last few years have been a bloody haze. You wouldn't believe the messes we've gotten ourselves into. Right?
Theft, vandalism, profanity, you name it. We've done it at least twice.
Yep, we're a pair of disgraceful lowlifes.
Marilyn, this really isn't the best time. Perhaps you should go.
We'll leave when we're good and ready.
You tell him. We'll stay as long as we like. And while we're at it, we'll drink your expensive hooch, wear our outside shoes all over your nice floors.
Keep going, Ellie. I like where this is headed.
Just a second. You had the floors redone with real Terran marble? Since when can you afford that?
That's what we've been trying to tell you, dear, but you must understand. We hadn't heard from you in ages.
We thought you were dead.
Don't sound so disappointed about it.
I'm not dead. I just never wanted to talk to you again.
I'm afraid the distinction was lost on us, darling.
How? Why do I get the feeling you people are about to apologize for something?
We only did what any grieving parents in our position would do. We collected on your life insurance policy.
And the payouts have been rather substantial.
You what?
Well, now that I'm here, I guess you'll just have to report back that I'm very much alive and kicking.
It's not that simple. For one thing, we'd have to cut back on so many necessities. The neighbors would be sure to notice.
Tell him Ellie's back. You'd be the talk of the town.
That's the other problem.
We had to explain your disappearance somehow.
We couldn't very well tell people you'd run off to become a miscreant, could we?
Yeah, you could have. I have you know, Ellie's a professional miscreant.
Shh. Someone could hear you.
That's the point.
We concocted a story about Celeste Jollycurl designing a pair of 12-inch heels for you.
One of a kind, naturally.
That led to your tragic death when you tripped and broke your neck.
It was quite the story. People were talking about it for weeks.
But she got better.
Couldn't you have at least made up a better story? Something with pirates or raptidons?
Yeah.
And what are you gonna do now that we're here?
Yes, about that. We were just about to ask you to, leave.
Quietly, if you don't mind.
If you really knew your daughter, you know quiet is not in her vocabulary.
She hasn't changed a bit, I see.
That's it? You just want us to disappear now?
Marilyn, please.
Don't cause a scene.
Fine. I'm gone. Forever this time.
Good boy.
Let's talk outside.
Oh, that was awkward as all hell. Auntie Cleo's is better than nature.
Can we talk? Can you believe those two? We'd hardly been there a minute and they turned us out like yesterday's garbage.
You'd have gotten so upset.
I wanted them to get upset. I just thought it would play out differently. They'd both be sitting there watching one of their vapid aetherwave dramas, and then we'd walk in. Mother would drop her mock apple cider, and the glass would shatter all over their overpriced marble. Father would tear off his glasses and blink open-mouthed.
And then what?
I'd have a great one-liner in the tube. I was thinking either, the leather's fake but the scars are real, or, oops, did I just track awesome onto your rug?
Yeah. How about it's payback time and I'll collect with interest?
Yeah, I'm gonna use that one day.
All right.
Now, getting back to my story. Father would throw his hands up, because this would be just like me, to come back and make a big scene. Then Mother would do the old, "You had us worried sick." Her eyes would be red and she'd have her fist in front of her mouth to stifle a sob.
Hey, you're better than this.
I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in like that. It's embarrassing, you know? And I've got a reputation to maintain.
That sounds familiar.
I hope you don't think I'm talking about this because I want to be introspective.
But you are. This episode reflects on them, not you.
But I want to talk about me now.
You can learn something from this if it's up to you to determine what that is.
Can't I just have a drink and punch some poor defenseless pillow instead? Anyway, I don't want to sift through this lousy experience for meaningful life lessons.
I don't blame you.
I'm mad, and I want to do something about it. Something like... Wait a second. What if I could get that money?
Keep talking.
I could open a new account, designate that account holder as a sole beneficiary. All the payouts would go to me. I'll make money without doing a thing. And I'll get to cut them off.
So how do we do this?
My policy is with the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group. They have an office in Byzantium. Maybe you could use some of your people skills to help me set up a dummy beneficiary account.
You can do that.
If that doesn't work, I'm sure we can find one of their terminals and do it ourselves.
I need to ask you a few things.
Something on your mind?
Talk about the Gorgon job.
You know I've got no love for top rungers. But if Minnie's willing to pay, I say we take her money.
Ever heard of Lucky Montoya?
Sure. Like Ada said, he was a big name among freelancers. I met him at Lost Hope once. He was buying rounds for everyone and telling a story about one of his jobs. Pretty sure half of it was made up.
Which half? The drinks were still free.
Exactly. There was just something about Montoya I couldn't quite trust. He was always the center of a room, and he slapped a lot of backs to stay there.
It was all talk?
Yeah. I'm trying to say that if he screwed this job up, that's on him. I still like our odds. He may have had a rep, but you're more capable than he ever was.
We'll get this done.
Hey, I only throw in with winners. What's on your mind?
Any idea what happened to him?
From his arm? The decay makes it hard to tell. Could be a lot of things. Torn off by something with big teeth, torn off by something with big claws, torn off by someone with a moderately sharp blade. Or maybe he just got too close to heavy machinery. Sure. Something on your mind?
Right. Do. Oh. Walk on in.
You think the privy's gold-plated too?
That's odd. Ah. Heading down the elevator shaft. We can dig it.
That's top-of-the-line equipment. Better than most hospitals, even.
That's far enough. What are you doing here? How did you even get inside?
Alien tricks won't fool me.
My what? Let's talk about this. Please. I think there's been a crucial misunderstanding.
I'm listening.
If you came looking for some elaborate scheme, it isn't here. All I'm doing is trying to keep Halcyon alive.
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond classified.
You can write me up in your report. It hardly matters.
Blame yourself.
I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might not realize it yet, but they're starving.
You always have corporate guards in your home?
A recent development, Captain. Apparently someone's broken into the laboratories where I used to work. The board wanted me protected.
Are you telling me this was all about vegetables?
Our produce might get us through the day, but we're getting weaker as a species. And sicker.
Is that why everyone in Edgewater was so sick? Not a plague, but vegetables?
Dun dun dun.
The lack of usable nutrients is compromising our immune systems. Under these conditions, even the common cold could seem like a plague. The food we grow here barely sustains human life. The colony won't last under these conditions. So, the board let me approach the problem from a different angle. I believed that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms. That I could change us. Give us the ability to derive sustenance from the nutrients the food does have.
Adaptation didn't save your research team.
Not for lack of trying. I wanted to save them all, but I wasn't strong enough.
Ran through a lot of valuable scientists to arrive at zero solutions.
I wouldn't allow us to experiment on convicts or the unemployed. It's wrong, no matter what the law says. Everyone agreed. We accepted the risks. I'm desperate. I've already asked all the best institutes on Earth for help. Years ago, we sent a message out on the Cornelius Vanderbilt, but heard nothing back.
Isn't Cornelius Vanderbilt one of the assault cruisers patrolling Halcyon?
It's been missing for over 2 years now. They never re-established contact after the skip to Earth. Of course, the board is keeping that under wraps.
Imagine losing something with that many guns on it.
Yeah,
How'd
right?
you lose half a pair of ships like it were a sock?
The board is uneasy about letting the colony know, seeing as half of their military force vanished without a trace.
Unless the Port Authority is vulnerable, that's because Price is waiting to unfold.
Exactly. If colonists know we can't feed them or protect them, they'll begin to wonder why they need us at all.
That's the end of a story. Lila Hagen still wants me to kill you.
If I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice will have been for nothing, and we'll be no closer to a solution that feeds the colony.
What do you think, Ellie?
I try not to, least when it comes to the moral dilemmas. Lilia Hagen's a useful ally to have, but I'll back you up either way.
Everything I did was for the good of the colony. Consider that.
Buddy, how do you think we handle this?
It seems like she's trying to help, Captain. Honest help. Ain't many in the colony doing that. We should let her try.
I hope you know what you're doing, Captain. I leave it in your hands.
So... you know what? Can't let this go on. Sorry, Doc.
That's the last of them.
I had to review our options. Do. do. Thank you, Striker. Pick up the water bottle. Take a swig.
You must be... Oh, there. That's one right there. Can't you just see the stench of impropriety radiating off of her?
For the last time.
What you say?
Oh, splendid. Another rung leech wandering through the streets of Byzantium. Why, just this morning I thought to myself, as lovely as the gardens are, what they really need is more greasy vagrants frolicking through them. And here you are, frolicking.
Thanks for that, Aladdin. Frolicking, guys, do I frolic?
Hey, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Own it.
Well, whatever you call it, do it elsewhere, and take your merry band with you. Honestly, what is the board thinking letting so many of your ilk into the city proper? It's madness.
If the board isn't supposed to let people into the city, how did you get here?
I earned my place here, just like everyone else. My grandfather was the CIO at Tile, you see.
Wait, but what did you do to earn your place here?
I just told you. My grandfather made millions of bits as CIO, and I earned them from him.
If inheriting bits isn't the same as earning them.
Of course it is. Wealth is the most visible, objective measure of success. And success isn't given to you, it's earned. My grandfather taught me that. If you have wealth, you're successful, and if you're successful, you must have earned it. Honestly, it's a simple concept.
Oh, what's a CIO?
Chief Idea Officer. He came up with all the best ideas for their products. You know the font they use for Stogie Slims? That was him. Well, he described the idea of it to their font development team, then picked it from a list of choices, but that's basically the same thing. It was a very long list.
What other ideas did he come up with?
Let's see. He picked the colors they included in rainbow chips. No one else wanted purple, but he insisted. Everyone loves the purple ones. And you know how the Cosmic Smokes logo has an eye in the middle of a heptagon? He said that one came to him in a dream. He was a true visionary, so far ahead of his time.
I see, thanks.
You're welcome. Now, do we have any further business, or are you just here for the repartee?
I'm here for the repartee. What's wrong with more people coming to Byzantium?
What's wrong? It erodes the very pillars of our society. Merit, decorum, personal hygiene.
Oh, you don't look like you bathe.
This city is meant for us, the system's finest. We earned its luxuries. But now we are overrun with the unworthy and the ungrateful, and this early retirement nonsense is making it even worse.
What's early retirement?
The worst thing to happen to Halcyon. A contest that gives even the lowliest and most inefficient workers a chance to live in Byzantium. By simply winning a lottery, those early retirees get an exclusive district of Byzantium to themselves. No one else is even allowed to go there. Tell me, how is that fair?
Well, most contests have some inherent biases, so technically...
Oh, by the law. I mean the principle of it, not the mechanics. It's not right. I deserve to see any district I please. Why, if it weren't guarded, I'd... You know, you look like you've been shot at before.
Yeah?
Let's say I hire you to investigate this travesty, and you get paid to do so.
She's got a point. We're probably gonna get shot at anyway. Might as well make a few bits.
Yep, fair enough.
Listen to your... What is that person's job exactly? Are they your secretary? Personal masseuse? Or do you just keep them around as a mobile armrest? Well, it doesn't matter.
All of the
What's
above?
important is that you think this is a fabulous arrangement, and you'd be thrilled to lend me your services. Aren't you?
Why would I ever help you with something so selfish?
Did you miss the part where I said I'd pay you? That's all the reason someone like you should require.
No, it's not. Give me something better.
Better than money? Let's see, there's... No. The thrill of discovery. Like in an Aetherwave adventure. People love those, right? Don't you want to see what the retirement district is like?
I do like money.
Fantastic. Consider yourself employed, vagrant. I hear the chosen retirees all enter the retirement district via the port landing pad, but it's completely locked down. You'd never get in that way. Unless, of course, you had a wealthy, beautiful benefactor of impeccable social pedigree, which you do.
Where we're gonna find one of
How
those?
Fortunate for you. These codes will get you past the lockdown. Oh, and don't worry about subtlety. I don't care how you deal with security, just correct this injustice at all costs.
How did you get those access codes?
The same way anyone gets anything here, of course. I made friends with the right people. Bits might earn you a place in Byzantium, but that means everyone here has little need for more of them. For favors like this, you need to spend... let's call it social capital.
We should go. We should go. I think like Commander Shepard. Oof. Really?
Welcome to the Musgrave Family Collection. Still a work in progress. I'll tell you what I've told all the other guards. Mind your boots. Our floors are not made for armor. If you're here for the annual Canid review, I'm afraid it's already over. Only thing going on behind those doors is good, old-fashioned lawful behavior. This greeting constitutes your confidentiality agreement. You hereby agree not to disclose the location or existence of these events. Thank you for cooperating.
Candid review? I don't know anything about a candid reviewed.
Exactly. You do catch on fast.
Wait, what?
Now then, how can I help you?
Looking for a Clarence Mosley.
Mr. Mosley is indeed attending our event, although I am disappointed to discover he did not officially enter his Canid Laplace into our competition. You should find Mr. Mosley just inside the prep room. Head inside and take the door to your left.
That was all the secrecy. This place isn't exactly hard to find.
We find that our clients enjoy the appearance of participating in illegal activities. Secrecy contributes to a feeling of indecency.
This kind of thing's pretty common. Bijou's used to do a prison-themed night. Served fish sticks with tartarus sauce.
Oh yeah, prison-themed night was the best. Plus, they gave away limited edition designer handcuffs. The Musgrave family.
Yeah, she
collection
totally
was
strikes me as
intended
someone
to
who'd
be
be
a
into using
gallery of
handcuffs.
fine art. And here we are, using this place to practice semi-legal canid shows. Scandalous, isn't it?
This place was supposed to be an art gallery? What happened?
That's privileged information. I really shouldn't tell you.
I thought you were into breaking the rules.
That's a fair point. All right, I'll tell you. But just keep this between us. The Musgraves own one of Earth's largest private collections of art and literature. They were going to have the entire collection shipped all the way to Halcyon. Unfortunately, that collection never arrived. We haven't heard anything from the delivery convoy, and there's some purely hypothetical concern that the collection might be, well...
Lost?
I was going to say indefinitely delayed by unforeseen and unknowable circumstances, but yes. Let's go with that. Anyway, that's as much as I can tell you. Will there be anything else?
Oh, you don't have to be scared of these canids, Captain. I don't think they're gonna hurt you.
Hear me out. It's a brilliant idea.
Do you know the interesting thing about canid shows?
Nope. Quick question. There isn't anything interesting about canid shows.
Oh, but there is, if one possesses an eye for statistics. Mathematically speaking, the interesting thing about canid shows is this. They're an exercise in futility. Winning is predetermined. Over time, the inevitable trend is that the race goes to the swift. Time and chance are just statistical outliers. In other words, if you put enough canids through enough trials, the one with the most optimal attributes generally wins. Exercise in futility.
All right. Are you Clarence mostly?
What gave me away? Wait, don't tell me. You've read my monograph, Putting the Us in Calculus, or How to Use Mathematics to Find Your Statistically Significant Other. I'm afraid I don't really do autographs, but yes, I am Clarence Mostly.
You are mostly Clarence. Name sounds familiar. Mostly Fine Furniture Company, right?
Yes, that's us. Mostly oak trees, too. My grandfather invented them, you know. Well, no, he didn't invent mostly oaks, but he did purchase the naming rights back during the terraforming days. It's essentially the same thing.
Right. Looking for information about Project Gorgon.
How do you know that name? Project Gorgon was supposed to be a secret.
Everyone has a secret until they get punched in the mouth.
I see we're being rude. All right, have it your way. It's true, I was involved with Project Gorgon, but that chapter of my life is long since closed. Listen, I don't know what you want with Gorgon or with me, but let me give you some free advice, Let the past go. Live in the moment. Enjoy the party.
Trying to keep living in the moment? Show me how to lift the emergency lockdown.
I was wondering if you were the sort of person to accept sensible advice or respond with threats of violence.
Yes.
Thank you for resolving that ambiguity for me. Lifting the lockdown won't be easy. You'll need to send overrides from the chem lab and human inquiry. I don't have that level of clearance, but I know two people who do. The trouble is, I don't know you. I don't trust you. I washed my hands of Gorgon, and you're asking me to dirty them all over again. I'm going to need a good reason.
Clarence, what did I just tell you about punching people in the mouth?
Right, of course. Thank you for reminding me. Point well taken. I want a favor from you. Do something for me, and I'll do something for you. That way we don't have to rely on mutual trust. A grand prize trophy to the Canid Review. I want it in my hands. Get me that trophy, and I'll give you the remaining researchers. Names, locations, as much information as I have.
And what's so important about a damn trophy?
My Canid, Laplace, is statistically superior to every other Canid in this review. Better average sprinting time, superior gait coefficient, optimal anatomical symmetry. I didn't bother entering little Laplace in this pointless contest. He's already won on paper, you see. That trophy rightfully belongs to him.
Might be the most Byzantium thing I've ever heard.
Oh, you're much too kind. Does this mean you'll do it?
I'll be back with
Head
the
into the
trophy.
main hall and take the elevator down into the maintenance tunnels. You'll find a service passage that leads up into the trophy room. The maintenance tunnel is the only way up into the trophy room. Some technician barred the door shut on our end. Ask Tilda Coatsworth about it, over by the podium.
Oh, wait here.
Oh, perfect. Another company buffoon stomping about in a full suit of armor. All over my finest marble.
Yes.
Shouldn't you be on guard duty?
Yeah, I'm your personal honor guard.
I don't recall putting in a request for a personal honor guard. I imagine Musgrave put you up to this as a way of showing deference to me. Whatever happened to that fellow? In any case, I can't hire you. I have a moral and ethical objection to charity.
Fine. You're degenerates, and I hope this building collapses on you.
I take that back. I almost want to hire you as an entertainer now. You could have dealt with hecklers during the shows. Unfortunately, you're too late. The review ended a few days ago. We've submitted our results to the Judiciary Committee and await arbitration. In 8 to 10 short weeks, we'll have the name of a winner. Probably. That gives us 8 to 10 weeks to file a maintenance request. Our technician barred the vault door and then disappeared without a trace. Can you believe that?
Unbelievable. Whatever happened to competent help?
Now you're speaking my language.
I am?
The Musgrave Vault contracted a security consultant from UDL. They sent a technician to install a few security upgrades, anti-dissident automechanicals and the like. That technician barred the vault, but neglected to leave us with a way in from here. He wasn't seen leaving the security room, so I can't imagine where he's gone off to. UDL personnel are so irresponsible.
Are they really?
No offense.
What about the maintenance tunnels?
The tunnels are guarded by automechanical security. I don't look nearly boorish enough to resemble a UDL guard, so they'd probably shoot me on sight. Again, no offense. In any case, I'd rather not step foot in the tunnels. The tunnels are for disposing of unwanted refuse, and no place for a respectable Byzantine.
I can find a way into that vault for you. You won't have to dirty your hands.
Your eagerness to serve your betters is commendable. Here's a keycard. It should help you get around inside the tunnels. Now, was there anything else? I'd like to get back to mastering over the ceremonies, or people might question why I have this role at all.
It's not canid hunting I object to, it's the...
Right. We're going down the shaft. You can dig it. Huh.
Great work! Nice one!
Huh. Domestic and excessive grooming. Oh. Was unexpected. Pick stuff up.
I sure hope these folks don't mind us borrowing this.
You'd only be letting them into Byzantium temporarily.
Right here.
Never cared much for hors d'oeuvres. The word is just
hors d'oeuvres.
grotesque. All those superfluous letters ruin my appetite.
Found dead canids in the service tunnels. You know anything about that?
Dead canids in the service tunnels. Domesticated canids? Why, that's utterly revolting.
Telling me you had nothing to do with this?
My dear friend, I would not dream of hurting a canid. Every canid, regardless of their physical attributes, is a companion to their master. To kill a companion is a profound and unforgivable breach of trust. I'm glad I chose not to participate in this loathsome canid review. I will, however, take their trophy.
Yeah, today's your lucky day. Here's your trophy.
My trophy! Look at this thing. Have you ever seen a more garish monument to the boredom of the elite?
Yes, I have.
If only Grandfather Mostly were alive today, I would have loved to wave this trophy right in front of his cataracts. I hope you won't take it personally when I say I had my doubts about you. Nothing ever gets done in Byzantium, you see.
I can't imagine why.
A statistical anomaly.
Names and locations I don't have all day.
Lifting the emergency lockdown requires overrides from the Chem Lab and Human Inquiry. Access to those facilities requires authorizations from 2 senior-level researchers. Marion Blakesley, Jasper Lowe. They went into hiding after the project collapsed, but I've managed to calculate their last known whereabouts within a reasonable margin of error.
Use statistical analysis to figure out the location. Show me your math.
I see you're familiar with my technique.
Yes.
I'd love to show you my numbers, but there aren't nearly enough napkins in this room. After the project shut down, I had to keep my mind occupied. I worked on my actuarial tables, calculated the average lifespan of a spacer's choice worker, that sort of thing. I realized some of the researchers had to be alive. I ran some numbers, did a little research, and concluded that the two most likely survivors are Marion Blakesley and Jasper Lowe.
And how did you reason that? All right. So these are the only two left.
As far as I know, Jasper Lowe and Marion Blakesley are the only two surviving researchers with high-level clearance. If you want to lift the lockdown on the manufactory, you'll need to send an override from the Chem Lab and Human Inquiry. I'm afraid it's the only way.
All right. Why is nothing in this colony ever simple?
I know it feels like you're being led on. What is that colorful metaphor commoners use? A wild sprat chase? Remember, this is Spacer's Choice we're talking about. Their security protocols are just as inefficient and frustrating as their manufacturing.
All right, I have a couple questions here.
I'll tell you what I can.
What do I need to know about Marion?
Dr. Marion Blakesley supervised the Human Inquiry and Auditing Facility. Live subjects, measuring tape and syringes, that sort of thing. Someone sabotaged the facility. Blakesley tendered her resignation and vanished. I'm reasonably certain she's hiding in a maintenance bay on Groundbreaker.
Are you sure it was sabotage?
Well, with Spacer's Choice equipment, who even knows? Dr. Blakesley tendered her resignation lawfully, but under suspicious circumstances. If you want to know more, you'd best ask her yourself.
What about this Jasper Lowe guy?
Dr. Lowe described himself as a dazzling genius in his review. I disagreed. Of the 19 criteria that constitute the rubric of genius, Dr. Lowe only met 15. After the project shut down, corporate traded him off to Anti-Cleo in exchange for 5 lab coats. He's been transferred to an orbital lab around Olympus.
I don't think, must be some fancy lab coats.
No, Captain. Lab coats, as in scientists.
Ah.
Is your captain always this dense? How are you all still alive?
I live for risk.
Thank you,
Let's
Ellie.
Get back on topic. You'll find Dr. Lowe in an orbital lab around Olympus.
Before I go, there was just one more thing.
Certainly. What's on your mind?
I found this eye.
My eye! I was wondering where I'd misplaced that old thing. It's perfectly preserved, you know. Every eye possesses unique dimensions, not unlike a fingerprint. The circumference, the shape, the color of the iris. An eye makes excellent proof of identification, assuming you don't mind removing one.
Oh, here, take your eye back. I don't want this thing in my pocket.
Well, that's rather responsible of you. I'll put a good word in your permanent record.
How'd you lose the eye?
I'd rather not get into the details. If Spacer's Choice ever asks you to test out their new model of monocle, just say no.
I'll leave you be. That was done. Do.
Miss Ellie, Dr. Finhill. I noticed your pistol's been making a funny noise.
What are you talking about? I oil it every night.
Yeah?
Look here. Your slide's not recoiling fully? You might be due for a new spring. I could take a look, maybe fix it for you.
Sure. I'm short on bits at the moment, but I'll pay you back.
Oh, no. I mean, it don't cost nothing. I got a spare spring in my pocket here, even.
Everything's got a price.
Does it? Oh, stuff on the ground.
Remember that stranger I saw in the square?
I am a stranger.
Spacer's Choice pre-sliced bread.
The dissidents actually took over the refinery.
Auntie Cleo's pipe patch. All of the benefits of smoking a real pipe. None of the messy cleanup.
I guess we're going to Fallbrook.
Da.
Ooh, down there, a new ship.
Okay, so which way do we walk in here?
Auntie Cleo's facial mask skin cream. Leaves you feeling fresh and tingling. Do not operate heavy machinery for 2 hours after application. Auntie Cleo's level head. Feeling a little off
If I
balance?
spit,
You need
think
a
I can
level
hit that
head.
mechanical down there?
You'll get in trouble.
I like find the right spot here.
That's the last of them.
Finally. Is it just me, or are we getting more and more retirees lately?
Not just you. Felt like a damn factory worker these last few months. Oh well. Nothing a few drinks won't cure. Come on, let's go hit up Bijou's.
Can't. They're closed. Someone saw a sprat in there.
All right. Let's run around and shoot things in the face.
Welcome to the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Early Retirement Center. You, the lucky few, have been selected to spend the rest of your day.
He's gone streaking. How's it going, Cap? It goes this way. It goes that way. Very chilly. 26 degrees at the moment. It was. We did got snow early. Got about an inch. A couple inches because it snowed yesterday early on, and then that melted a little bit, and then it snowed again. Unless it's snowing some more, I haven't looked out the window.
Living the high life in your own private district in Byzantium. When you arrive, you'll be whisked away to your very own luxury penthouse, furnished exclusively by 24/7 Furniture's deluxe false. Some assembly required. 24/7 Furniture is not responsible for any injury, psychological damage, or divorce litigations that occur during the assembly process.
All right, let's see how they treat the retirees in Halcyon.
Does that elevator go back up?
Investigate. Security patrol initiated. Security patrol initiated.
Performing, searching, investigate area. Performing and
Achievement.
Be a great arena match, but the board's gotta make it a death trap.
I could put these parts to much better use.
Well, remind me not to accept the retirement plan in Halcyon. So what was the achievement we picked up? We picked up, it was called... Alright, so we gotta switch back to a plasma weapon. Short circuit, kill 30 auto mechanicals with shock damage. Yes, if you survive, that ends up being in your favor, I guess. Back to the maintenance tunnels.
Don't mess with us. Real slick.
Which one is it? I'm picking up stuff down here.
I'll keep it down.
Well, we made it through there. I suspect we're going to end up back there at some point.
Here they come!
All right, wait. Hey, where did Ellie go? So we actually screwed up a quest there.
Something's not right.
What was that?
Their mistake.
Take him down! I don't want it. Please don't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Anti-Cleo's antibiotics. Take comfort in knowing that anything antibiotics cannot stop will probably kill you quickly.
Wouldn't it be something to see a turtle somehow land here?
Don't be ridiculous. There's no way one would fit.
How would you know? You've never seen one.
Neither have you. I don't know anyone who's seen one.
Why can't something get
So we kind of screwed something up there. We're on a kill on sight. Oh, that's good to know.
What was that?
All right, on Fallbrook. So, the board is mad at me. Not my fault that, you know.
So I was watching the serial the other night, yeah? You know that slick-looking spacer from All My Colonists? They got her playing the Queen of the Marauders.
Do you think maybe I could borrow that sometime? Oh, can you believe this outfit? It's so handsome, I'm almost afraid to touch it. Well, I guess that's everything then. After all this time, I just have to actually do it now.
Yes, you have to actually do it.
You know, there's a part Junlei's been looking for to fix up the air cyclers. They only carried them on big colony ships, like the Hope.
Provided making every little thing perfect won't change Junlei's feelings.
I know. For a while, it felt like everything I did was a little bit of help. And it meant I didn't have to ask her to be mine. Not yet. Not for real.
For real, for real.
Next time we dock with Groundbreaker, I'm doing it. I'll send June a message and ask her over. Oh, this is real scary, Captain. I'm grateful for all you done.
All right. All right, down the stairs.
I swear, next time we put into Groundbreaker, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask her over. Oh, I'm so nervous. Having trouble focusing on my work.
Like, ouch, busted ankles.
Nice work dispatching Chartrand, Captain. Sublight will be pleased.
Hey, we gotta roll to the Groundbreaker anyway.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker. Someone has left a threatening message on your terminal, Captain. I was unable to trace its origin. Please make a note of it.
Somebody sent me a threatening message, you say?
All right. She's on her way. How do I look?
Look terrific.
Oh, my hands are...
And you're wearing armor, but still.
All right, all right. Deep breath. Here I go. Anyhow, so I told him, Dad, I'm a big girl now. I ain't need your help. I can do it on my lonesome.
What did he say to that?
Have at it then. And he handed me his favorite wrench, the one he used for the canner. It was probably half as tall as I was.
He didn't scold you for talking back to him?
Nah, he was never like that. I always thought it was funny when I get indignant about something. Then he'd watch me do whatever it was, make sure I didn't get hurt, but...
I was like, oh, it's an adorable little scene.
I learned a lot that way.
I wish I could have met him. Anyone who helped shape you must have been a special person.
Isn't this swell?
Captain, my father and I were often at loggerheads. He had notions of how the station should...
Do. La, 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 la. Pa, 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 pa. All right. Do, 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 do. Spacer.
CNP Borston baked beans. When you need to eat Borston baked beans is the only one.
And no, there's C's and P's.
Is it done?
It's done. They're dead.
Whoa, whoa. Looks like someone's due for a promotion. How does Vice President of Aggressive Acquisitions sound to you, contractor?
Sounds good to me. Fits me like a glove.
You've certainly earned it, my blood-soaked rising star. Catherine heard I was taking you on full-time and sent along a present of her own. I've had it delivered to your ship. From now on, the board will think twice before fucking with Lilia Hagen, savior of humanity.
It's been a pleasure working with you.
Be sure to mention that in your travels. We could use the free advertising.
Hey, we don't work for exposure.
Vice President of Aggressive Acquisitions. Got a nice ring to it.
Well, if there's nothing else, I need to review some applications, seeing as I just lost my best contractor.
Know anything about the assault cruiser Cornelius Vanderbilt?
Not as much as I'd like. The board dispatched it to Earth on a resupply mission, I think. Why?
You said as a research crew reviewed the cruiser and never heard back. Board lost contact with the cruiser and may be missing entirely.
Huh. If you haven't seen an assault cruiser before, I'll tell you this much. They don't just go missing. That's like losing a moon. I'll have someone look into it. But for the moment, we're pissing in the wind and shooting in the dark.
Oh,
Considering
the
how
odds are
you get
bad.
around, you'll probably find answers before I do.
I met an interesting fellow by the name of Cedric Kincannon.
Did you now? How's Cedric carrying on? Did he ever fix that sign for his hotel? The Grand Colonial?
He's been running an operation called Sublight Underground.
Sublight Underground was Cedric's brainchild. He wanted to launch his own enterprise, be his own boss. But he didn't want to relinquish the Sublight name, or the resources, or the connections. So, off he goes to Eridanos, running his own satellite operation up in the clouds.
You two didn't get along?
I don't mind the guy. I think he's misguided. He makes bits, I'll give him that. But he's too desperate for legitimacy. Cedric wants to sit with the board, so he tries to look the part. Runs a clean hotel, a nice spaceport. Problem is, he makes himself too visible. Puts a target on his back. You want to know what happens if you win a seat on the board?
I'm guessing a mountain of paperwork?
Good guess. Having a seat on the board means 3 things. Bureaucracy, politics, and licking boots. Huh. I guess that's just one thing. Cedric tries
that was
to
3
play the
things.
game, but he's reckless. He antagonizes Rizzo's, tries to prove he's better. But Rizzo's is old money. Old money has old friends. Cedric doesn't have old friends, but if he wins a seat on the board, he's gonna make a lot of brand new enemies.
Do. Down we go.
believe it's not forced. It's unbelievable how good it is.
This is Halcyon News.
Hello. Welcome to the office of the representative of Halcyon Holdings here on Groundbreaker. How might I assist you today?
Where'd the other guy go?
My sincerest apologies, but I'm afraid I don't understand. Other guy?
Udom Bedford.
Regretfully, that name doesn't ring a bell. Now, if you have nothing further, please excuse yourself.
Who are you?
I am the board's representative here on Groundbreaker. You may call me Mr. Silva, or Sir, whichever you prefer.
Cut the shit. Where's Udom?
If you're asking why he no longer sits at this desk, that's simple enough. His employment with Halcyon Holdings was terminated. If you're instead inquiring as to the precise location of his body, well, that I do not know. May I help you with anything else?
Who had him killed?
I haven't asked, nor do I care to know.
You're a well-connected man. Surely you've heard whispers.
I heard screams, in point of fact, from down the waste disposal hall. Now you know as much as I do. I hope this information satisfies your curiosity. Good day.
Huh. Waste disposal. As engineers.
I can take a hint.
All right, so where would this guy have gone?
Do you know what's happening on Terra 1?
It get cooler in here? I swear they had the heat turned way the hell up. Ellie, my mind, but it's been a while.
Oh, these two know each other? Okay.
I sold it. Didn't seem to make me any quieter.
That mod was for your gun, not your smart mouth.
You want to bust my chops? Do it over drinks next time I'm on station.
Please don't mind her. Everything I sell works as advertised. Some people just like to sass me because I don't bite back.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local foreign embassy.
Hey, look who it is. What'll it be?
Da, 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 da. Let's see. Make space boots won't travel.
Welcome! Looking to give a beating or take one?
Ordnance control armor. You need those padded help. All right, so
CNP Boris Pockets can be macrowaved in 2.5 seconds. Boris Pockets. Rizzo's Knock You Out Bar. A CC-70 chocolate bar with caramel and pea-free nuts in it. It's time for a KY.
all right. So we kind of have like a
Takes a lot of fun to rack up a find like that. Hey, bounty hunter. You're welcome here anytime.
So long as you ain't loitering.
We ain't loitering. Yeah, it did have an incident to report.
Assuming the nature of the incident is both sufficient cause for infraction and under our jurisdiction, I'll take your statement and open an investigation into the matter. Now then, what's happened?
Nothing at this time.
Bit of a contradictory one, ain't you? Or were you making an ill-attempted joke? Well, I suppose it ain't a crime to change one's mind. You need me, you know where my offices are.
All right, at the very least, we can chat with Ellie. Not Ellie, Pavardi, and then we'll use that as the wrap up. How is she?
They think you don't hear it, that you don't feel it. But I know better. I just wish you could stick up for yourself. Evening, Captain. Or is it afternoon?
Both.
I don't know how long I've been up here. Okay, Captain, she's gone.
Want all the details.
I feel like running laps around the cargo bay.
Then get to it.
So she got here, and, well, she sneezed. She said, "Wow, new soap?" And I was like, "Yeah, rosish." Turns out it tickled her nose. Oops. And then she just sort of touched my arm real gentle-like and called the cut of my outfit elegant. I couldn't hear the rest on account of my heart was beating so hard.
Okay.
And I led her into the kitchen. I think she about cried when she saw the spread.
The day after the meal brought Julie in and started the music.
She stood stock still and just said, "Oh, real soft." Oh, and let me tell you, I was sweating. And then she blinked and said, "Is that dustbat casserole?"
Yeah, it was.
I told her I
Yeah.
got Mr. Raymond to bake it for us, so it was double authentic. Made by a real live monarch person.
So the meal went well. Does it the dessert too?
Well, we talked a bunch over dinner about the things we learned just through messages, stuff we repaired, how I taught her to salvage and she taught me to build. When I brung out the sweetheart cakes, June, she got a little teary, said she had a thing she needed to say. But I stopped her because I wanted to say it first. I never felt so bold, Captain.
And?
I told her about how she made me feel. Bold like I acted, strong, smarter and kinder than I am on my lonesome. I listed all the things I liked about her. And then she pulled out a paper and read a speech. She talked about the things she admired about me, like my cleverness and my humor, and how it made her want to be more open.
What happens next? Don't leave me in suspense.
Anyhow, when she wrapped up, I asked her to be my girlfriend. And Captain, she said yes! And then she sneezed again, on account of the flowery soap.
What about your disinterest in physical affection?
We talked about it some. I told her I wasn't sure how it'd work, how I've had a bad time of it in the past. She said we'll take it as it comes. Fix things together. Share meals, talk. Maybe she could rub my shoulders when they're sore. I said I might like that.
That was very sweet. Congratulations.
It's all on your account, you know. Imagine if you'd never taken me out of Edgewater. I'd have never met Junlei at all. I don't know nothing about the Vicar's capital P plan, but you've sure changed my life. So, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna head to my cabin and happy scream into my pillow for like an hour.
Fair enough. Oh, wait, you saying we got something new? Oh, we were the employee of the month. Oh, okay. A dear smaller pain in the ass. Ah. Indicate that we got something else. Maybe there's something in her quarters. Let's check that out. Right, so feels like something. Hmm. All right. That. No letters. Wait, don't bite. Done. Da, 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 da. A picture, Yune and Pavati. Okay, so there should be a picture in here. But where? Where is it? I'm not seeing it. Either way, maybe it's. Oh. There it is. So I kind of feel like a lot of this stuff should be on display here, but oh well. Anyway. Let's close it up here. Problem is with a lot of dialogue, and we screwed up something there with the board. It's like, okay, their guards are going to be shooting us on sight. So how to deal with negative reputation, the Outer Worlds. Like, how do you bring it down? Okay. Okay, so all right, so we're basically screwed there. Okay. All right. Well, that much is determined. We screwed up something because of my tendency to do side quests. Go figure. Anyway, let's see who's on this evening. Huh. Chris Darling is doing stuff. They're doing some music things. Came across them years ago during the Twitch Sing era, so it's been a while since we've seen them. So we'll go over there. They're a fairly talented singer and musician. Doing some live looping. Good. So we'll head over there. Hope you all have a great rest of your night. We will be continuing the Outer Worlds tomorrow. Wednesday we got the Power Wash Simulator with Iceman. Thursday the Outer Worlds. Friday we should be trying to wrap up Persona 5. And then Saturday the Outer Worlds or Sonic Racing Crossroads, depending if a new character gets added. Anyway, thanks very much for hanging out. Tighten your friendship bracelet. Stay safe. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night, folks. Stay warm, too.